Hey, this is Corinthians with Notorious, and this has gotten very interesting due to the fact that, Mayweather getting into the promotions of this fight was a big deal. So initially, I was really excited when I first heard about, them getting to Mayweather after first mentioning Adrian Broner. But Broner realized, he had another fight going on and whatever, but regardless of that, Floyd was the best choice because Floyd takes it to a new height and he gets clout on another level, and they really had their choice of venue and they had the muscle and everything being down with TMT. But I wonder, did Floyd have some type of heads up about this impending, WAC 100 situation? Because when he went on First Take on ESPN, he was kind of hesitant. I figured he would not have to be, provoked to mention the fight, to promote the fight, because he's a good promoter. But he didn't, naturally, he didn't do it on his own. He didn't bring it up on his own. They actually asked him about it, and he went on and he elaborated on it. And he was pretty hesitant as to, building the fight up to be like a credible fight. Maybe this was due to the fact that he knew that the fight was possibly going to be, snatched from under him in the way that it was. WAC is doing what he's supposed to do, because this is the whole point of why people say when you're at a Chris Brown's level or a Soulja Boy level and you did not do it through adversity of the streets where you had to join a gang, because essentially we have to, when we question somebody's affiliation or whatever, we have to say, okay, this person had to join the game because of this or that, and they came up or they felt like they had to or whatever. But if you become famous and then you join, that's when people start to question your motives, and that's when it becomes like, why does that make sense? And this whole WAC 100 in this fight, this adds blatant clarity to this whole phenomena. Okay, here's the thing. WAC 100 is doing what's expected. He's doing what's expected of him. Now, Soulja Boy and Chris Brown, they're the two, in my opinion, that's doing what's not expected, right? They made it to the point of being successful artists, and then they turned to representing the whole blood and gang culture. To come out after you're successful and rep that is what's not expected. So they're doing what's not expected, and you see the end result. Certain things can be superseded just because you place yourself within that category. And a lot of individuals and a lot of people, they talk about the extortion and whatnot. Yeah, of course, you'll set yourself up to be extorted. And let me say too, the whole 50 Cent on it was a big deal too, because 50 Cent, if you sleep on him, you sleep on him, but 50 Cent makes some money. He's a hype artist, and he knows how to create the hype out of a situation. And he was moving, hip hop into boxing even more, because he was trying to get the promotions thing going, and he was getting in there. And 50 Cent is hip hop. So you gotta look at it and Floyd Mayweather, he fucks with the culture. So you gotta look at it with 50 Cent in there and everything. That was more of the lines of where it would have been more of a thing, it was all in the family. Chris Brown, he's R&B, but he's an entertainer. And then you got Soulja Boy. Chris Brown also raps. And then you got 50, and then you got Floyd. It all makes sense. And now you have the whole WAC 100, and it's on the strength of gang culture. It's superseding hip hop. So yeah, Wax did what's expected. You know, he came and said, okay, you both are, running and repping Piru. So, here's what we're gonna do. As OG, and you're living right over here in my backyard, because that's how he sees it. And, he's like, I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna do this. Hip hop is very trendy. Things can trend in hip hop really, really fast. And once things become trendy, like a lot of the drugs now, at one point, guys would say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that." Why? What? Especially if say it was a black guy, he'll be like, "Nah, that's a white boy drug. I don't do that." And then the songs like I Get Wasted Like the White Boys and certain things like that would come out, and they would make it okay. Hip hop has an ability to make things cool. Hip hop has an ability to make something that wasn't cool again. Like, hip hop has a strong influential ability. And the whole, you had Dipset, DMX, you had Birdman and Lil Wayne, you had all type of artists, joining up, beehiving it, red everywhere. And you had all this blood symbolism and all this looking really nice. You had the hot chicks, all the trappings of hip hop that makes you, the money, the cars, the hot chicks. And then you just add the red color. There you go. You got something that's about to trend. And then you add the right, individuals getting down with it. Now it makes it like highly acceptable. So, all this, it started as a trendy fad like thing. And a lot of the young guys and a lot of the guys out there in the streets, in the areas, and in certain things where you have a strong gang culture, they don't like this. A lot of them don't like it because they're out there dealing with the situation, and they see, guys out there that are famous with nice cars and a whole lot of money sitting up there repping it and talking about guns, killing and this and that. And they know they're not going through the real struggle of that. And that's it.